Fast and Furious 11 can no longer give us the team-up everyone was waiting to see. I'm so excited for Fast and Furious 11, but I'm disappointed that it can no longer provide a team-up that I've wanted for years. Personally, I was feeling quite a bit of Fast and Furious fatigue after watching F9. In my opinion, the ninth Fast and Furious movie is way too over the top and isn't even that entertaining. However, I feel the exact opposite about Fast X, which I believe is one of the best movies in the entire franchise. After the cliffhanger ending of Fast X, I can't to see what will happen in the upcoming Fast and Furious 11. While several deaths were teased at the end of the 10th movie, multiple characters also returned to the franchise. Most notably, Dwayne Johnson returned as Luke Hobbs in the post-credits scene of Fast X. Since Hobbs is my favorite Fast and Furious character, his inclusion in Fast and Furious 11 will make the final film in the franchise even better. However, because of the events of Fast X, Hobbs unfortunately can't team up with another character in the franchise. Seeing John Cena and Dwayne Johnson team up in a Fast and Furious movie would have been incredible, since they are both WWE wrestlers turned major Hollywood stars. Ever since Cena joined the franchise in F9, I held out hope that this team-up could happen in a future movie. Even though I was underwhelmed by Cena's villainous Jacob, who happens to be Dom's younger brother, in F9, he found redemption at the end of the film and is much more entertaining in Fast X. Jacob's heroic sacrifice is an amazing moment, but it is disappointing since Johnson surprisingly returns in the post-credit scene of Fast X. However, Jacob unfortunately dies about halfway through Fast X. Jacob dies in Fast X after crashing his car into Dante's men's cars to save Dom and his son, Little Brian. While characters tend to return from the dead in the Fast and Furious franchise, this crash causes a major explosion which would be almost impossible for Jacob to survive. Jacob's heroic sacrifice is an amazing moment, but it is disappointing since Johnson surprisingly returns in the post-credit scene of Fast X. After his first appearance in Fast 5, Hobbs became a major character in the Fast and Furious series. However, Johnson decided to leave the franchise due to a behind-the-scenes feud with Vin Diesel. Since the 8th Fast and Furious movie was the final one featuring Johnson, Cena's role in F9 was clearly designed to replace him. Jacob made sense as a replacement for Hobbs, since Cena has just as much charisma as Johnson. However, since Johnson returns to the franchise in Fast X, the upcoming Fast and Furious 11 could have seen Hobbs and Jacob work together. This would have been an amazing WWE team-up in a major Hollywood franchise. However, now that Jacob is dead, this is no longer possible. Funnily enough, John Cena and Dwayne Johnson recently did team up in the WWE, but I'm still disappointed that they won't share the screen in Fast and Furious 11.